here we are again. I'm going to do a little introduction again. I hope you're not getting bored yet. So welcome to NARBUTAS' newest showroom in Düsseldorf. Today we have a very special guest. Folco Orlandini, all the way from Italy! We always love to see you, you know that.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for your invitation here in Düsseldorf for this new opening. It's always a pleasure to spend some time with you talking about design and other stuff.
Exactly, yes. So let's go back to basics. You arrived yesterday, right?
Yes.
Which city in Italy?
From Milano.
Milano, the city of design.
Yes.
And
you're right.
Have you ever been to Germany before?
Yes, many times. I remember the first time I was 18. I went to Berlin with a couple of friends on Interrail. I was so young. It was very funny. Do you know what is Interrail?
Is it some kind of like
an unlimited train ticket all around Europe. It was
Anyone
very funny.
uses here that one? Not anymore?
Yeah, almost 30 years ago. Yes.
Okay, but they still exist. Wow, now you're revealing how young you are.
Yes, how old am I?
Yeah, so that was in Berlin.
And then over the years, I've been to Germany for rock concerts and heavy metal festivals. You know, I like heavy metal, and also for Orgatec in Cologne.
Yes.
So
quite few occasions, but never in Düsseldorf.
What?
Never in Düsseldorf.
No, it's my first time.
For me too. So thank you for having us here. We're enjoying the city with the sunshine outside. Okay, so that's lovely. Today we have a topic of modern luxury because we're talking about ARQUS, which is where we are sitting now, designed by Folco Orlandini.
Yes.
So let's dive deeper into both of those words, modern luxury. So tell me first about luxury, because of course when we talk about Italy, it goes hand in hand, like Italy and luxury.
Yes, it's a little strange for me to talk about modern luxury, because in my mind they seem like two opposite words. Because, you know, often there is a strong link between the concept of luxury and a slightly old aesthetic made of an overload of decorative elements and materials such as marble, gold, silver, velvet.
True.
Well, so I don't like that kind of luxury.
No.
And I think we have to change our vision of luxury, bringing those features from the tradition, such as high-quality materials, real wood, and a good manufacturing, but merge it in the new rules of design. I mean, with ARQUS, we've tried to create this new concept of modern luxury. I mean, high-quality materials with a new aesthetic, minimal and more elegant.
Yes, that's actually interesting, the way you talk about it. Because when you go to Italy, for example, you see that luxury of, like the classical, architecture, right?
Yeah, also if you think about Italian leather manufacturing from Tuscany, you think about beautiful jackets, shoes, and hats. But also in this case, it's a kind of luxury too close to the past. I think you have to keep those features and bring it in today.
Yeah, it's like the question of beauty and aesthetics nowadays, right? Like usually the beauty as we see it is that classical, not modern one. And now look even where we are now. This is a modern beauty, you could say.
It's a new way of luxury. It's a new way of luxury. Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to design, are there some rules to create like a luxury design? for modern luxury design?
Well, as I told you, there are no rules.
You designers don't have, like, you have to use certain shapes?
No. Also to create a timeless object. It's my dream will be to create a timeless object. The dream of every designer is to create timeless object. But I don't think there are any rules. If there were some rules, I think we would learn it at school. And so now the world will be full of timeless objects, but isn't so. I think the success of an object is a sort of magical mix of a good idea, where a good idea meet the good company in the right moment. It's something magic, unpredictable, almost unpredictable.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we dive deeper into ARQUS itself, can you tell us a little bit about your story? Of course, we spoke many times, you and me, I know, but this audience might not know. How did you end up in design? And please share more about this beautiful story of your family, because I know it's a tradition. Well, it's like a generation.
Yes, you know my dad, Paolo. He's a designer too.
Yes.
Now he's 83, so he's no longer in business, of course. Anyway, in my childhood, I had a sort of imprinting, because I remember we had home and studio together, and after school, I spent my days in studio with my dad. So I still remember when I was at the desk with him, he was working, and I was sketching and create small toys with pieces of wood. So I have to say that I drank all the features of design when I was young. And so it was normal for me when I grew up to study architecture, graduate, and start doing this job.
Wow, so you study architecture?
Yes, in Milano.
Okay, so you're an architect?
Yes.
Ooh. Very
so strange,
yes.
But I'm an architect, believe me.
So I have a nice question. What are the values instilled by your father when it comes to design?
Okay, from my dad, I learned two main rules in design. The first is that design must be democratic. I mean, the design must be for all. I mean that design doesn't need to shout. Design is not something crazy. Design can improve our environments, can change our lives without making any noise. And the second rule is that design must be universal. I mean, a timeless feature. To do that, design doesn't need to follow trends and fashions. If you think about the design icon from 60s, from Charles Eames, they are still actual today.
Absolutely. So, like more democratic.
I went visiting the Vitra showroom this morning. It's full of pieces from 70s and 60s and 50s.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so now we are sitting here next to ARQUS. How do you like ARQUS, everyone?
You have to say yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I like it.
Or how do you say in Germany, genau? No, genau is like for...
The table?
Yes.
Yeah, the table.
Yes. Oh, okay, we have to go back to basics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, ARQUS is the collection of meeting table, executive collection, we call it.
Yes.
In this case, is a meeting table. So let's dive deeper into the whole process, how this design was born. Maybe we should stand up. Should we? Or you want to show it? Or we're quite comfortable.
Yes, better.
But you tell us, if you want us to stand up, then you have to make some noises.
Well, when I started design ARQUS, the idea was to update the executive area in the office. You know, office has been involved in a lot of changes in the last 10 years, but maybe the executive area has not been involved in those changes. So my idea was to create a new kind of executive desk. A desk that will be, yes, representative, with, as I told you, high quality material, with a clean design, but also a new way of desk. I mean, a light desk with a light but so strong structure under the tabletop. A kind of graphic sign, a line in the space. It's a simple pipe bent in 3D in the space that draws a very unusual structure.
Beautiful.
That's all.
So, how many bendings you had to do before you came up with this exact bending?
Yeah, a lot of tries. Also, the developing process was so long. We spent a long time to get the final result, because the structure is very light and clean, but also very, very strong. Especially in the contact point between the pipe, there is a weld, very strong but almost invisible.
A weld?
A weld.
So some kind of like what holds it together?
Yeah, the fixing system, the welding.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's really like, it's kind of genius, as you say, because it's pipe, right?
But yeah, it's a simple pipe, yes.
And that's why we called it ARQUS.
Yes.
Because of this shape, arc shape.
Arcs, yes.
So maybe you can tell if that was, the shape came after, or you knew it's going to have to be arch, or how do you say?
No, the name, we decided the name after we made the desk, because the leg reminds us an architectural arc, and so we call it ARQUS.
Amazing.
ARQUS also to have a remind of the past.
Yes.
Bring it to the modern time.
Yeah. So as a modern luxury.
Yeah, exactly,
that's what we're speaking about today.
Where the past meet the future.
Yes. So. If you have any questions, feel free, let us know. You have a chance now, live and direct. Here we are. Okay, so I can give you some interesting facts. We introduced it a year ago with NARBUTAS, yes?
Yes.
Which country do you think is the number one now? Or first free or something? Where do you think it sells most?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Well, it's...
Yeah, okay. I have no idea, because it's always unpredictable about what is the favorite finishing, which is the country you sell better, which is the best composition. I don't know, really.
So actually, number one is France. France. You visited our Paris showroom.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
yes.
And then, of course, UK and Germany as well. And even Serbia, I was surprised. You see, you never know. But when you design something like that, do you have like a certain person in mind? Or like, we're not talking about the country, but let's say you're thinking who's going to be sitting next to who's going to be sitting, or you just think about all the world. There's no specific one profile.
I can tell you what kind of person is sitting behind this desk. This is an executive desk, so I always imagine who will be the final user of my object, who will sit on a chair, who will sit behind the desk. I think the leader, because he is an executive desk, so he's a leader who sits behind this desk.
Yes.
Is a new way. This is a new way of desk. So also the leader is a new way of leader. A young leader, a pragmatic, a leader who doesn't need of frills, who looks at the core of the things. And so that's all.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Any questions so far? Are you enjoying listening to us? Kai, you must have a question. No, not yet? Maybe later on. Okay. So also an interesting one. So it was design and executive furniture, but we sell more of the meeting tables, exactly where we're sitting now. What is your personal favorite finish? We have a few. We have designed special ones as well, right? Like the tops, with, together with NARBUTAS, with us. What is your favorite?
Laima, you know I have a RAQUS.
Well, now we can elaborate on that one as well.
So my favorite one is the total black. I mean, dark wood tabletop with dark frame. Also, the bronze one is very nice.
Very nice, and very unique.
This is what I had in my mind when I thought about this new chair, this new desk.
Bronze?
Sorry. Yes, a dark version.
Okay.
Bronze or black with a dark tabletop.
Yeah, actually in our showroom in Warsaw, we have a white one.
Wow.
Well, white, I mean like clear, light
Is it
colors.
nice?
Yes, it's nice, but unusual.
Yes.
Right, unusual.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe let's do off track and tell us more about your passions and what inspires you in your designs. Heavy metal is one, right?
You're talking about
That's why we have a metal leg.
Yes. Okay. No, I don't think music is a source of inspiration. It's just my second identity. It's my funny side, my Mr. Hyde. Anyway, music follows some rules that are similar to those of design. I mean, music and design is a game of balance between the parts. Is a game of dimension, of proportion. So I think that there is something similar in music and in design.
Finding the right tune.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
To dose all the elements to reach the best result.
Yeah, there's some principles that just apply to everything in life.
Yes,
right? Like
exactly.
Finding the balance.
Exactly. But don't forget that you have some time to break those rules. You have to break those rules if you want to create something different, something new.
Yes.
And I think is what I've done with this desk also.
Definitely, definitely.
It's a new way of executive desk.
Yes. Well, I remember another of your passion. Maybe we can share here about the Ironman competition.
I'm a bit worried.
Well, because I think it kind of goes with Germany. It's even maybe some of them are held in Germany. Those Ironman competitions you go to.
No. Okay, that's my third identity.
Your third identity.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to share it. I'm sorry. Maybe it's.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not actually an Iron Man.
No. You look
No
like
way.
one.
I'm just a Spartan racer.
Spartan.
It's something
That's even more
easier than an Iron Man. Spartan race. I don't know if you know that kind of races. It's a running race into the woods, over the mountains, with a lot of obstacles to overcome. And I have to say that training for a Spartan race, it's similar. When you train for a race, you train for life too.
Yes.
Because in both cases, there is a long way, there is a finish line to reach, and there are a lot of obstacles to overcome. So you have to train and never give up. Never give up if you want to get to the end.
That's the key. They say that people that achieve, they just simply don't give up.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Any other questions? Anyone else into Spartan races or
any question
heavy
about
metal?
Spartan race? What kind of obstacles you have? We have walls. We have heavy weight to bring.
Yes, I wonder if we covered enough about ARQUS. Anything else we should mention? Maybe we want to share some challenges. People like to hear more about
the challenge.
Design. Yes, like what.
As I told you, the biggest challenge was about the structure. The structure, because in my idea I have a very light and thin structure, but the difficult is always to bring the first idea that you have in your mind and transform it into a real object. It's not the same. There's always something that doesn't work.
Then the engineer comes and is like, this idea is crazy.
Yes, when the designer has an idea, then there is the engineer that told him, no way. In this case, the big challenge was, as I told you, to reach the good result between the strength and the aesthetic, and the light aesthetic that I had in my mind.
Yes, that's always in design the challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe for the end, your experience working with NARBUTAS. Your first design for us, I'm sure it's not the last one.
I hope.
Maybe later we can tease what you will suggest, what designs you will suggest us next.
Of course, my experience with NARBUTAS, it was a great experience. I'm here today, so I have to say that.
Congratulations, by the way, because it's a very successful product.
Thank
it's just been released.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy about ARQUS. And what I suggested I hope is not my last product with NARBUTAS. And before thinking about a new product, I prefer always to complete the collection, the family. Since I know that ARQUS is selling better as a meeting table, I suggested a high meeting table for standing meeting or a meeting on a stool.
You mean you would change a little bit the structure, right?
Yeah. So I designed a high table with a coordinated stool and also some soft seating. I mean executive soft seating, so like a sofa with I try to have the same modern luxury that I put into the desk, also into the sofa. I mean, so comfortable, but very clean.
Very nice. So again, congratulations. Really an amazing product.
Thank you.
Proud to have it in NARBUTAS portfolio.
Thank you.
And architects and designers are now like, we are on the spotlight. Okay, any questions from the audience? Anyone? Random questions, how you feel, or maybe you want to share some insight?
Would you like I sing something for you?
Yeah.
I was kidding, of course.
We have microphones, now is the time.
No.
Now is the time.
I play heavy metal. I'm not sure the audience will be glad to listen to heavy metal right now.
Okay, so then I think we might finish. I wasn't thinking we're going to speak that long, but I see we could just be talking here forever. Few Blitz questions. Let's do that. Who is your favorite architect?
Frank Gehry. I think he's a rock star in architecture.
Amazing.
He broke a lot of rules to create his architectures.
Favorite product design? Very wide question, but...
Just one?
You can say a few.
Well, I like to design chairs, not only desks. And so my favorite could be the plastic chair from Charles and Ray Eames. Yeah,
okay,
it's an icon, absolute icon.
Great. Favorite book?
Wow, I don't like reading. I'm a Spartan racer. I cannot read.
No?
No. So
really?
I have no books in my mind, in my heart. I'm sorry.
Movie?
Wow, movie. Not easy. A lot of movie. I like movies. Well, I like Quentin Tarantino. So maybe the first movies from Tarantino, and also action movies. Yes.
Nice. And the favorite band or favorite music? We already know heavy metal.
What a question! Of course, heavy metal, and my favorite bands are Manowar, Iron Maiden, and Metallica.
Amazing. Folco. Orlandini here in Düsseldorf. Round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Enjoyed. We stay here. You can come closer and ask private questions. Just enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Till the next one.
Thank you, Laima.
Thank you.